decides to hang it up. Who knows what's next for him? But an impressive showcase nonetheless. We're going back to the professional fights here for a couple more.
I'm excited for this one. We got Roberto Young against Marty Navis out of Lausanne's MMA. It's a 175-pound catchweight. This is going to be a great fight.
And Roberto Young, another one of these out-of-state guys who's come through taking on the toughest of the tough competition and has yet to find himself in the win column at Cage Titans. But again, when you look at his competition here, he fought Don Shanis, he fought Brandon Fleming, he fought Joe Giannetti, all guys that are right at the top of the heap in their respective divisions at lightweight and featherweight. So he says no to no man, and he has showcased a tremendous boxing ability as he laid the hands on Shanis in their fight, made him grind for that win. He dropped Brandon Fleming before Fleming was able to put him away. And Giannetti had to go to the ground with him early because he didn't want to get hit with it. And let me tell you something about Roberto Young. He fights at lightweight. He's stepping up to welterweight here. He wears a double XL glove. Kid's got mittens. He's got mittens on him.
I specifically remember Roberto Young fighting Don Shanis because I was very impressed with his striking and his boxing specifically. He takes a very boxing style stance. He keeps one hand low. He has a very nice jab. He'll stick it out there, got some good straight shots. If he can keep this fight standing, he'll give Marty Navis a great challenge tonight.
He has professional boxing experience in his background, and what makes this fight especially compelling is that Roberto Young has lost to other Cage Titans fighters who all have a wrestling base and a grappling orientation, whereas Marty Navis, though, definitely has grappling skills of his own. He kind of likes to bang. So will he perhaps get a little over-eager and play into Young's heavy-handed game?
And Yong looks to be in shape. He's ready to go.
Looks to be in incredible shape, and that's exactly it. He's a lightweight, but he wanted to step up in weight for this fight because he knows that Marty is the kind of guy who's going to stand there and trade with him and give him an opportunity to showcase his skills without as much of a prominent threat to go to the ground. And Tom Petty is cued. Trademark walkout song for Marty the Beast Navis, a staple here at Cage Titans, former amateur title challenger, undefeated as a pro, devastating finisher, heavy hands, coming from one of the best camps around these parts in Lausanne MMA. Couldn't be more excited for this matchup. I expect a phone booth type of fight here.
Marty undefeated 4-0. He's looked great in all of his appearances here at Cage Titans. I had the pleasure of training with Marty a lot approaching my last camp. This guy works very hard, he trains very hard, and he's got the skills to back it up.
And I saw some of those sparring rounds between you two, and listen, I felt like I was just at a fight, just enjoying it.
We don't flow spar.
No, you do not. And I've sparred Marty my fair share of times as well, and the kid's got anvils for fists.
Absolutely.
Lally doesn't flow spar, he kill spars.
Yeah, I've sparred Lally too, and I remember like I hit him with like a 1-2, and just the look in your eyes, I was like, oh fuck, what did I do? I'm sorry, I
likes
just
to tell that story because he hit me once.
Like, one time, and that's the second time I've accidentally swore on the broadcast booth because Sean Lally scared me just by looking at me again when I brought that story up.
I've not yet had the pleasure of sparring with Sean Lally, but I think we're going to wait till after I get him suited up for his upcoming wedding because he doesn't want to kill his stylist before he's dressed.
Dapper
Maybe
and Dangerous
afterwards.
will be assisting me in getting my tux for my wedding. I am super excited. Got the best in my corner when it comes to fashion.
It is going to be a great opportunity to to make another man who's already dangerous a bit more dapper, and that's what it's all about, dapper dangerous.
Balancing things out, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Navis making his way to the cage.
Marty the Beast Navis paying tribute to Team Carrier.
Here we go.
As always, here's the Taylor Tape, sponsored by Main Street's Sports Bar and Grill, America's hometown's favorite place to grab a beer.
Roberto Young, age 37, weighing in at 172 pounds, coming up from lightweight. He stands at 5'11" with a 76-inch reach. Across from him, we have Marty Navis, 29 years of age, weighing in at 174 pounds, height of 6 feet, and he has a reach of 73.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next fight of the evening, a professional mixed martial arts contest at a catchweight, scheduled for 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner,
with the professional record of 3 victories and 7 defeats. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 172 pounds. From Phoenix, Arizona, let's hear it for Roberto Ali Young. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding a perfect professional record of 4 victories and no defeats. He stands 6 feet tall and he weighed in at 174 pounds. From Middleborough, Massachusetts, he's representing Lozon MMA. Let's hear it for Marty the Beast Navis. And when the action begins, our referee for this contest is Robert Wambacher.
Here we go. Pro fight.
Very exciting fight.
There's nothing more intense than a Marty Navis fight. Roberto Young in the black and blue trunks, and Marty Navis sporting the blue camo trunks, the Reebok trunks. They touch him up in the middle.
I'm expecting fireworks.
They're going to come out swinging quick. Marty's already fainting, throws a low kick.
Nice low kick and a right hand.
Roberto comes in with some big punches.
He doubled up that right hand, and he
likes to keep that lead hand low, feint a lot, sneak that jab through.
And Roberto landed a right hand as Marty changed levels. He dropped his level and landed it, and he shoots for a takedown on Young.
Yeah,
that answers
you don't
the
want
question.
to take too many of those.
Nice underhook from Roberto Young, trying to evade getting taken down by Marty Navis.
Marty's going to be more comfortable in these positions, these grappling exchanges, but Young's doing a good job.
Nice
he gets out.
Look at the way he gripped that wrist, and another right hand over the top from Young, but just the way he gripped that Marty's wrist and got out of that. Let's see if he can do it again. In on a single leg, nice ankle pick, changed into a double, going low on the shin.
Position now.
Side control against the cage. Roberto has a good grip on Marty's right hand, shielding it with his knee. I don't know if he's going to try and make him try to play with the balance there or just using that defensively. Marty gets out of it.
We've seen
Young
Roberto struggle.
Trying to get to his side, but gets flattened out again.
He's showing
able to use it this time.
Showing an improvement though, digging an underhook and turning to a hip.
Absolutely.
Giving up the mount, but still, it's like, you pick your poison. You gotta create scrambles to get up, and that's what Yong is doing. So I'm impressed thus far with the changes to his grappling game. Giving up the back. Marty no hooks in. Yong using it to stand up.
Marty's
one hook.
One hook in.
But Yong is back up to his feet. So credit to Roberto Young putting the wrestling work in between fights. Marty Navis trying to land some ground and pound here, switching
big shots.
Hammer fists and straight punches.
Young should go back to standing up straight. He would be a lot safer there.
He's got to try and get that left arm in between their torsos, use it as an underhook and try and shuck him.
His back against the cage keeps him safe there, and as you say, if he was able to pummel that one through, that would behoove him. But now, ooh, that was interesting.
Big knee
Sneaky
from
knee
Marty.
to the face.
And he's coming in, another knee.
Wow.
He's throwing some big shots.
That
Roberto's hurt.
Now Marty's going for
that choke, another knee to the body.
Oh,
and
knee.
Roberto goes one back, he timed that. And Marty gets him down.
Yeah, Roberto's dangerous anywhere with the strikes.
He timed that, he waited for it, and he threw that knee up the middle, but Marty got much more damage off in that exchange, and here he ends up on top.
Oh, wow, he's trying to step over and isolate the head even more. Roberto turning away from Marty, but into the cage.
Gives up his back again to try to get to his feet, but it's very dangerous, as we can see. He's taking a lot of shots.
Young's making a lot of these glance out the shoulders defensively. He's just got to create a scramble. There he is. He took a couple punches to explode up to the feet.
And he looked at the ref and just said, I'm fine.
It's interesting, stopping midway through these exchanges always favors the attacker. When you go for this, you just got to stand up.
I don't know if Marty's going for the Dagestani handcuff or the choke, but it looks like he's attacking the neck.
He's going for that choke.
Roberto Young looks like he's fighting
deep. Marty's got that choke.
Roberto fighting the hands. Looks like he's got the hands peeled.
Off to the side.
Roberto's doing great hand fighting. I can see it from here. Good job. He's out of the choke.
Back to punches with Marty.
Marty though.
Right away. loosen him back up with punches. And
Yong's
Roberto's
up.
out.
Nice
Just
right hand
missed
from
Marty.
Roberto Young. Marty back up, firing back. We knew this was being a slugfest.
They're back at it. Marty's right on top.
Roberto went for a spinning attack. Marty Navis countered that. Now he's on top again.
Marty with some big ground and pound now. Controlling position.
What a fight
Landed
this
some
has been.
shots.
Whoa.
Oh,
He was getting up.
He was on his way up.
Oh, I think it might be back of the head. Hold on. He's stopping it because of a shot to the back of the head, I think.
see. That
Okay.
makes
Given
sense.
it-
I thought they were stopping the fight.
Yeah,
As
so
did
did
I
I.
thought they were stopping the fight, and I was going to say that was extremely unfortunate.
I don't
the
know if-
referee's saying it was a shot to the back of the head. I didn't see it.
He might,
I'd like to see a replay.
I'd like to see him give a warning this time as opposed to taking a point like that first eye poke because
It was in a scramble.
it was in a scramble, exactly. You're
Which,
throwing punches.
In my eyes, you shouldn't stop it when it's in a scramble because sometimes when you move into a shot and it hits you in the back of the head, it's your
Your own
fault.
doing.
But
It's
see-
your own doing.
But they say you got to be careful of your weapons when you're on the ground. They're not going to call that standing up if you hit someone in the back of the head with a kick or a punch on accident. But on the ground, they're going to call it every time. And I don't know why the timer's not going yet. I'm sure
All right, Marty's
probably
back
about
on
30
top.
seconds left.
Strong position.
Good work getting to the underhook. He's on his side. He's going to force his way up or not. Nice wrestling scrambles and transitions from Navis.
Marty trying again to take the back, and Yong looking to explode and get on top. I'm impressed with Yong's grappling pedigree
Absolutely.
in this
Yeah.
fight. Look at him, reversing again.
You can tell he's put in the work on the mat.
10 seconds left.
Marty searching for the single. Gets him down. Roberto sneaks out with the nutmeg.
What
Like
a
rabbit out
round!
of the hat.
What a round between these two.
I'm
Animal,
very
seriously.
impressed with Roberto Young's grappling as well. Marty trained with Joe Lozon. He's got really great grappling, and Roberto was able to defend those submissions, able to get to his feet almost every time.
And Roberto did a great job timing some of those strikes when Marty was changing levels, either getting up to his feet or ducking down to avoid strikes. Roberto has this great placement of his right hand whenever he decides to throw it. He's making it a fight for sure. Staying diligent with his defense. Marty put him in some bad spots quite often through that round. But Roberto Young making sure that most of those punches glance off of an arm. If he does start taking punches, he knows he has an opportunity to get up, being very explosive and getting up to his feet, scoring some good top time of his own. Anything he wanted in a fight right here.
We've seen some great improvements in Roberto Young's grappling. He's been doing a great job grip fighting. There's a few times where I think he had the right grips. If he had just continued and stood up, he'd have definitely gotten out. But I guess that's the experience. And then again, Navis, fantastic wrestling himself. He's a step ahead, so one split second of hesitation from Yong, and he's not going anywhere.
Here we go, round two.
Marty taking the center
Marty
of the cage
stalking.
already.
Comes in with a flying knee.
Right in front of us. Jeez, that almost landed.
Looking for the single leg.
Nice
Roberto
knee.
learns. Somersaults, he rolls
Is that
out.
Tony Ferguson?
He rolls out.
That looked like a Tony Ferguson move.
We are seeing some serious acrobatics tonight, but that was the first one during the fight.
I know, seriously, there's been more flips in here than fights.
Somersaults, cartwheels, backflips.
Pre-fight, post-fight, during fight.
Roberto's
Man,
been doing a good job of playing some defense and then finding a way to explode. We'll see him try to jump for his feet soon.
The irony with these positions is you're just better off just jumping for it immediately.
He's doing it. He's spending a little too much time in that turtle position for my liking, but he does eventually make moves to get up
Marty's
to the
in
feet. But
mount
Marty
now.
in a prime
And Roberto
position.
looks a little tired. He's taking some shots. Marty's in a very dominant position.
Wow, those are hitting all angles of the face. Marty Navis
Marty's going for
now
the rear naked choke.
taking the back. Got to be careful where these punches land now.
I think he's going to be satisfied throwing down some strikes now here.
There it is. Referee
Young's got to move.
Robert Wambacher taking a close look at the action right now. But Yong trying to get back to that turtle, play with the balance of Marty. But Marty posturing up, raining down big shots. Yong doing what he has to do to keep this fight going. He's not standing still. He is constantly moving. Now he's fighting the grips again. Marty coming. Marty.
Trying to pull that arm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trying to pull that arm down.
No, I was going to say that he's, it's unfortunate for Marty, but fortunate for Yong that they're crunched up against the cage again, because it's possible to finish there a lot harder. But Navis is doing a really good job keeping the position. Yeah, exactly. Like, he goes with it, not going to overcommit to that choke when it's not there, instead getting on top and pounding it out for the finish.
That's it.
They stopped the fight in the second round. Marty Navis by TKO. This time, I mean, this was definitely a justified stoppage. No doubt. Unanswered shots. He tried to get up, not once, not twice, but thrice, and couldn't do it anymore. Marty doing a great job diversifying his attacks on the feet, on the ground, ground and pound, mixing in the choke from taking the back from the bottom, reversing it, getting on top, flattening him out, landing ground and pound, persistence, diversity, showing a new pedigree to his career at this point. Marty Navis staying undefeated against the veteran Roberto Young, who also showed improvements even in a loss. A game opponent for anybody at 2 different weight classes, proven again here tonight.
Marty Navis moves to 5-0. He's already wearing the UFC trunks. I wouldn't be surprised if Marty gets a call to the Contender Series, or after another win, or maybe even after this performance. He looked great tonight.
Does seem like it's going to be in his future, as you say. Really good win for Navis. I'm actually very intrigued by Yong's improvements in performance. I think that if he keeps on that path, and once he gets that defensive wrestling and defensive grappling on point, he's going to be dangerous.
He looked stronger than he has in the past. He moved up a weight class, and like you said, his defense, his wrestling looked better. He's put in the work.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for these two warriors. Referee Robert Wambacher has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 2. Giving you your winner by TKO, Marty the Beast Navis.
It has been a great night of fights, and this was fantastic.